Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me for that small chat time. Thank you again, Kaimo, for the 5 Tier 1 gifted subs, getting us to our sub goal that we've been hankering for. Left side of the map is going to be the members of the Wombat Factor with a Sylvanas, Malfurion, Jaina, Leoric, and Muradin. Right side of the map is going to be your Gimmie to Globie. We'll have a Dahaka, Asmodan, Kael'thas, Rhaegar, and Diablo. Our Twitch gamble is going to be, will Diablo finish out the Annihilation stacks? Will he have 400 and done by the end of the game or not? What's up, Spider Queen? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Hopefully your day has been going well. Alright, we have Asmodan, by the way, Greed level 1, so no extra stackage for him, but increased damage. So I guess you could say it's increased stackage, because he can clear waves faster, but it's not like the Gluttony level 1 for getting extra enemy heroes. Scaling the ARAM talent, if you will, and First Blood goes over to the side of the Wombat Factor as they rotate, take down the Diablo. Nice root burst and boot. I hope you and Bandit are well. We're doing our best. We've had some internet issues lately, but yeah. We're doing our best to be positive people and create great content. That's all I can try and strive for. That and to become like a Twitch thirst streamer. Oh, me too, bud, me too. I have the local dude, like I texted him earlier, he said that he can see the stuff. He's quote-unquote escalated another service to my node. We'll see if that actually happens. I'm not sure, but it's out of my hands, as it always is. You believe in me? Thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, how we doing on gambles? 2,800 on yes and nothing on no. Any odd or doubters out there? Odds players, excuse me. Triple Ultra Phase coming up first for this objective number 1 on Towers of Doom. Our 4th best of 3 of the day. Heroes Lounge over in Division 5. I think my stream title is not updated. Give me a second. There we go. Root on the ground, creates a little bit of space. The laser from Asmodan's not enough. The Flame Strike from Kael'thas goes out. But the Jaina stays cool and frosty. No counter kill. 2-0, favoring the side of the Wombat Factor. This Jaina's on fire. Well, actually, a root from Malfurion. He did go into the Emerald Dreams level 1. Jaina dropping a Blizzard down. We do have our Leoric with the Paralyzing Rage level 4. Increase that slow to 60%. Possession Sylvanas to bolster the waves. Dahaka with Tissue Regeneration level 1. And the one who collects level 4, if I'm not mistaken. So increase the essence collected by minions by 50%. Darkstorm deals 40% more damage to Mercenaries, which is good for grabbing the camp or potentially clearing it out. Don't even. I'm not going to. Oh, gosh, Ninja. I'm sorry to hear that. Ow. I would say rip and tear, but don't rip and tear until it's done. Root will connect onto 2. Stormbolt, I think, was actually denied by the summonable from Diablo, or from Asmodan, excuse me. Asmodan's lieutenant right there, or Demon Warrior, ate the Stormbolt. Seltzer rooted and taken down again. Another kill over the side of the Wombat Factor. As Jaina's around 4,000 of the 12,000 on her baseline questing. Tissue regeneration for the Dahaka already at 4 of 10 stacks. And 24 for the Asmodan, as the Twitch gamble is going to be closing here in just a moment if you would like to participate. It is not for the level 1, it's for the baseline 400. Keep that in mind. We're not concerned about greed. Technically we are, but we're not. You know what I mean? Did Malf get a buff? Not recently, from my understanding. The only healer to get a buff recently is the Ariel. Sure, her Hope Generation has been buffed. If you'd like to check out the patch, exclamation patch, get yourself over to the YouTube and support that channel too. Free Rider goes down to the Asmodan laser, finally getting their own kill as the burden. Taken down by an auto with the assistance of Kael'thas. Nicely done. 2 kills go over to the right side. Another laser from Asmodean. Gonna be picking up that Master Destruction. Fantastic way to get quick wave clear. You Q the wave, and then you E the center minion, and you typically get an insta-clear from your globe into All Shall Burn. I can't spell. Me neither, bud. Me neither. As I always say, my superpower and also my own weakness is my own dyslexia. Great at reading incomplete or misspelled sentences, horrible at reading regular sentences. Setzer able to back off. That laugh you just heard is the 5-minute mark, the boss spawn here. We're going to cycle through those other numbers because the heroics are going to be coming up at the top of our screen in just a moment. And let's take a look at those. Shadow Charge from Diablo, another Fire Stomp out. Root onto him. Is he taken down? The Cleanse from Rhaegar goes through, but Jaina continues to cool down the Lord of Terror.
Not disappoint me.
Yeah, there is math dyslexia too. My friend, one of my friends in high school had that, and people said that she was lying. Math dyslexia is not a thing. You're just bad at math. Like, no, it's legit a thing. I have word dyslexia where specific words will change. My brother has it worse than me, where he literally one time was like, "Younger brother, why is that license plate in front of us upside down and backwards?" And I was like, "Huh? How is that possible?" He goes, "Right. Never mind." Mind Control goes fishing, but no primes at the end of that one. A laser from Asmodean broken off as the root from Malfurion goes over the wall onto Kael'thas and Asmodean. But no kill to be achieved. Murden backs away. Does not spread the living bomb to any allies around. Who is this Jaina? I'm impressed. It's almost like they're a viewer in our channel, actually. It's almost like there's someone in the Twitch channel. Ancestor healing onto the Diablo. We do have our heroics across the board here. Mind Control, Emerald Dreams, or excuse me, Twilight Dreams. As well as the Water Elemental for Jaina. Entomb Leoric and Avatar Murden. On the opposing side, Lightning Breath, Ancestor Healing, Phoenix for the Kael'thas, Demonic Invasion, and Isolation Dahaka. 92 stacks for the Asmodean. He's going to start scaling up pretty quickly, or at least his wave clears is scaled up so you can easily get the QE combo, so long as there's a minion wave around and he's also not being pressured by anyone else from the side of the Wombat factor. Gimme the Globie, the Diablo, rooted, slept. Sylvanas with the living bomb apply, but she keeps just autoing in. Doesn't want to spread that living bomb. Oh no, she actually just wants the objective channel. Objective channel from her. Jaina going for the other side. Dahaka brush stalking in. He will get the delay here. Looks for the drag, unable to land it. Gravity Lapse connects onto 2. Murden Dwarf tossing in. That's going to be Lightning Breath from the Diablo. No ice. Actually, Jaina just got the ice block. The sides from Malfurion coming out as well into 2 enemies. Flame Strike, the Phoenix. Asmodean gets the kill into Jaina. Murden putting the pressure onto the Kael'thas as well. Water Elemental still chasing, by the way. The Arc with the skeletal swing onto a couple enemies. Needs to back away through mid. Over in the bottom lane. Looks like Sylvanas has zoned the enemies back. What's up, Nachos? How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Instaban taken down. Murden picked off by the Rhaegar. 5-4 in kills. Sylvanas was trying to get the Haunting Wave out. Jaina has respawned, but it looks like this channel will go to the enemy squad and force shots into the Wombat Factor. Mind Control, but Diablo has the Shadow Charge and... Wait, that Kael'thas is so very low. Jaina with the flank, but does she have the damage needed? No! There's going to be a purge from the Rhaegar. That's the slow coming through. Jaina gets a nice utilization of the Cone of Cold. I feel like Jaina could actually, with the Water Elemental still being so healthy, chase that Diablo a bit longer. But that's not the case. She goes for the wave clear. Mid lane being pushed in by Asmodean and Dahaka. Leoric with an attempt to slow them down, but unfortunately cannot lock them in place for that root combination. Wow-wee, chat. Wowee. And we do see the Shando Clarity level 4 for Malfurion, so he's not going to be getting his Nature's Cure applied to himself. So you get a second charge of Innervade. Its cooldown recharges 25% faster per ally affected by regrowth. You also are going to be seeing the Revitalize, so using Innervade also grants Malfurion 50% of his max, and Jaina just takes down Kael'thas. What?
Lost.
I was not expecting that. Mid bell tower goes down. Still on fort values currently. The center teleport is not opened up, and we're not 12 minutes in, so you can see here on the left side, fort values. They will increase in health, damage, and experience once they get that upgrade. Lightning Breath from Diablo, trying to cook up some enemies. The Muradin with the Avatar activated gets a Thunderclap down to the ground. There's a huge sound from Malfurion, but the dunk from My Name is Coco is really helping out the Dark Swarm, the Brushstock, and that's a double kill for the side of Gimmie to Globie, make it a triple kill as Dahaka continues to harass the Leoric and Malfurion. Talik able to mount up and back away. Double objective phase coming up, and I think they should be able to get both of these. They're in position for it. Respawns are still a ways to go. 10 shots into the enemy core, 32 to 14. A beautiful moment for the side. Or excuse me, sorry, math is hard. Did the math backwards there. Sorry, 22 to 24, so we got a closer game right now. Boss is up. Death Armors are still lapsing, but they're gonna go for the top lane bell tower. Best call they can make in this situation. Speaking of dyslexia, just flip the teams around again. 180 base, base and level 1 stacks. So the Asmodan almost done with that level 1 quest. So after gaining 200 Annihilation, increase the range of all shell burn, that's the Laser E, by 25%, and the Demon Warriors gain 20% attack speed and movement speed. Demon Warriors, by the way, are your W, as the Demon Lieutenants are on your D, your trait. Those are the chain of command right there for the buff. Dahaka brushstalking into this bottom lane engagement. Gravity Lapse from Kael'thas, Living Bomb applied to the Muradin. We also have a little laser on the Muradin, forces out the Avatar. Malfurion goes down first. And I think that's the call to disengage from the Wombat Factor. But Gimmie to Globie pushes in, good Gravity Lapse into the drag of Dahaka. The Avatar should expire in just a moment. Lightning Breath trying to cook up the Dwarf King, but it will not be able to burninate anything else. Drag from Dahaka onto the Jaina, the Gravity Lapse, the Shadow Charge to push her towards the allies, and Diablo, nice repositioning. As Asmodan summons the Demonic Invasion for the kill onto Muradin.
What? I mean...
Wow, nicely done, Asmodan. They get the kill. 16 to 18, 8-12 in kills. It's all looking good for the side of Gimmie to Globie. What does Asmodan say when he summons the captains? You're off the bench.
Has fallen.
I get it. I get it. It was funny. It was clever. Nicely done. Flame Strike. Leoric is 89 HP, I think. He lives. The dunk does not find the right target. The Phoenix comes through to zone the enemies. It's looking like another 12 shots into the enemy core. Objective phase plus boss is GG, if my math is right. Don't question it, just accept it.
Show the Raven Lord the extent
Hello?
of my
Team?
power.
Team?
Has
What are we doing here?
the fort. This tower shall serve the Raven Lord.
Okay. Gravity Lapse on the Muradin, who's dwarf tossing in the Leoric with the Entomb onto Diablo. He's going to just be standing still and dying, losing the souls he has available. Uh-oh, Kael'thas gets rooted and then taken down. Dahaka with the drag, Ice Block from Jaina, Duncan from Asmodan, Free Rider, Haunting Wave, bottom lane Sappers make it over the wall. 1 HP remains. Team? Okay, I think Muradin's got it. Okay. Excuse me. So boss to be taken off the battleground. 1 to 20 in core HP. I believe it's a singular center up, or singular bottom objective coming up next. You're literally quoting the skin. Oh, does he actually say that? I don't remember that voice line.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Uh-oh, Coco. Well, get a mug because Coco's cooked up.
The altars rise.
If they get mid lane bell tower, that's GG. Don't know about this camp over here. Not sure why they're not prioritizing mid heavier. Like, literally, you get mid and you just win. Like, Diablo knows this. But Diablo's gonna be... Oh, he gets the Ancestral, but it ain't gonna matter. They're just throwing themselves at the mid lane fort, and they get it. That's a fight. Yep, that's it. That's GG. That's it. That's all they needed. Bonk. GG, well played. The members of Gimmie to Globie throw themselves at the mid fort. That's a Finland, as we call it on this channel. And the end of map number 1 over to the side of Gimmie to Globie. But that's not what our Twitch prediction was about. Our Twitch prediction was more fun than that. It was, does Asmodan finish the base stacks? And he did not. He had 214 stacks. It is an incomplete quest. Doubters get paid. Diablo died for their sins. They all died for their victory. Math, direction, spelling, you're incredible today. Thank you, I appreciate that. Tactics, Kappa. I mean, you won the game. It worked. 110%. See, that's what... There you go. There you go. That's the positivity I like to see. All right, chat, you know the deal. We're going to go ahead and run a block of ads. Now's a good time to follow the channel if you're not following. We stream 6 days a week. We do a lot of great content here, from Heroes of the Storm to Marvel Rivals to Souls Suffering to speedruns, painting streams, cooking streams. We've got the Good Boy Bandit. I only take Mondays off because I love what I do, honestly, and I don't really need that much time off, even though I burn myself out. But still, follow the channel if you're not following. It costs $0. If you have a Prime Gaming or anything like that you'd like to use on the channel, it is appreciated. We already hit 1 sub goal today. We are 5 subs away from March Triple Movie Night if you'd like to help us hit that. Otherwise, enjoy the ads, and we'll chat, and we'll get into map number 2 in just a moment. Let's stretch Mr. Bandit. Welcome back, everybody, into the Best of 3 series we got for all of you wonderful people at home. Left side of the map will be the Wombat Factor down in this Best of 3 series, looking to take us to a map number 3 through Alterac Pass with a Li Ming, Stukov, Hansop, Dahaka, and Varian. Over on the right side, with our Twitch gamble of Falstad, we got Gimmie to Globies. A Falstad, Brightwing, Muradin, Hogger, and Tracer. We've got Falstad, Q Stacks level 1, Gathering Storm. It is an uncapped quest. You get a jump in damage by 15% on top of your 15% that you have at the 30 mark. But as I said, it's uncapped. How many Q Stacks will Falstad get by the end of the game? 169 or more, 168 or less. Let's get into the rest of this. Here we go. When you look at him, Dog's life seems so hard. Who banned it? Yeah, it's a real... He's got a real rough light. Great Dane used to sit his butt on people's knees for butt scratches. Great Danes are so comical to me because so many Great Danes think they're lapdogs. I have a buddy up here who has a Great Dane, and that, Gus is the name. Gus thinks he's a lapdog, and it's hilarious to me. Redemption level 1 for Hanzo. Fetid Touch for the Stukov. I'm trying to get those 15 hits. Excuse me. Level 1 for our Varian will be the Lion's Maw. Let me get some water here I grabbed. 19 stacks already for the Falstad. We've got Tracer rounds level 1. Hogger doing what Hogger does best on this camp. We'll bounce back and forth. Left side will be finished out by the Wombat Factor. And our first objective will be in the bottom of the map. It does swap from top to bottom every single time. First objective, 30 seconds of channel time necessary with 2 jailers to defend. Second objective is 40 seconds of channel time with 3 jailers. And third and onward is 50 seconds of channel time with 4 jailers to defend. jailers will only respawn during active capture time, so if you clear out the jailers and then leave, or the defenders if you will, they will not respawn until you get the channel. So some teams will actually send one character, go take care of that, and then look for a team fight, then go for the channel so they don't have to waste time polling and such. For anyone wondering really quickly, Anubarak was not banned for this map. For those that don't know, Anubarak is fantastic on this map. You can utilize his trait, his beetles, to anchor or distract the jail guards while you, the Anubarak, channel. So for those that may not know, Anubarak is quite good for this map. We also will be seeing ignore all distractions for Hanzo, so you get the insta-kill on a minion, but you also increase your range by 2, so I believe that takes him to an 8.6 range when it's active, because, oh no, it's 8.5, sorry, 8.5, because he's 6.5 baseline. So he outranges structures, but of course it's Hanzo auto attack speed, which he is buffing with Redemption. Yeah, Anubarak is really good for this map. That is one of the reasons that he is often drafted here. So definitely, if you are a main tank player, definitely something to practice. A hero to practice, but also a skill to practice. Says, I can't believe the Brightwing is alive! The scatter, what? Oh my god! I can't believe it. That Brightwing was so close to dying and just... I feel for the Hanzo player because that Stormbow was just so close, but... Close, but no kill. 0-0 in kills right now. Li Ming not going to go for Triumvirate level 4. It's going to be a Dominance. Takedowns restore 30% of Li Ming's missing health. 40 stacks currently for the Falstead as the Twitch gamble continues with matching gambles. If you'd like to participate, 19,200 to 19,000. And if you don't have channel points, you're like, but I would like to participate. You can follow the channel if you're not. That's a good handful. It's like 300-400 channel points. It makes our sponsor happy too that the followership goes up. Sponsor happy means more giveaways from Corsair. I maintain and I managed to do the beetle thing on this map the other day. Oh, congratulations. Little hammering going off from Falstead right there. Lurking arm. Derek is now forever going to be just the Hanzo player for the team. Oh, poor guy. Don't troll him. Anyone who's played Hanzo has missed a Q like that. Anyone who's played Hanzo has missed that Q. Tracer with the matching icons here. We got Tracer rounds level 1. Increase the basic attack range by 10%. Basic attacks against heroes reveal a small area around them for 3 seconds. Leeching rounds. Increase the healing for basic attacks up by basic attacks by up to 200% based on the amount of health the Tracer is missing. So phrasing is weird on that one. Sleight of hand. Reduce the reload time by 50%. This equals 20% more damage per second. Thank you, Spider Queen. I appreciate that, bud. Nachos and Freerider, thank you for the follows. Very much appreciate it, buds. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's the big thing for me, especially when I'm casting an EU, is we swap between so many different teams and stuff. It's just easier for me to cast based off the character rather than trying to change the name and blah blah blah. Also, some of the names are European and I have no idea how they're actually properly pronounced. I could give you the American phonetic pronunciation, but that's probably wrong. So instead of embarrassing myself, I'm just gonna go ahead and say the character name. That's way easier. Varian trying to chase down the Tracer, does have a taunt available and off cooldown, but wasn't able to close the distance and push the button. Volstead pushing out the mid lane, 55 stacks currently as Hanzo looks to clear things out. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we have sharpened arrowheads at level 7, so it's full auto attack build for Hanzo right now. Oh, wait, hold on. This is going to be a Dragon's Arrow missing. Unfortunately, the Pulse Bomb does connect, and Tracer gets the kill into Stukov. Ming looking to back away, throws back an Arcane Orb, looking for a reset. Can she get it? Murden Dwarf tosses in, trying to pressure onto Varian. Misses the Stormbolt, a taunt onto Falstead. Li Ming blinks in and gets the double reset. I think it's new user friendly to use the character names, specifically different skins. Yeah, but also esport watchers are very particular on what you say and how you say it. Some people want you to cast in a very specific manner. Like, I know it's Brightwing. You just say the character name or the player name. It's Twitch. What's surprising? First objective is channeled on the left hand, or by the left hand side for the Wombat factor. 14 seconds left to go on the opposing. Shockwave from the Hogger into the Stukov. He is going to get bursted down. Finishes out as level 1. And the jailers in the top right of our screen will stall out the objective. 12 seconds to go. I thought I heard a Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. I did. It's on 65 seconds. Might have been the room created, the space created for Variant to Hearth away, but now Li Ming able to blink out. In all fairness, Zaragarud is from Lord of the Rings, so yeah, it doesn't really matter how you pronounce it. Oh, but you know there'd be someone who's a big Lord of the Rings fan who'd be like, Mr. Bahamut, excuse me? I want to hear more Bandit commentary. All right, here it goes. Fantastic analysis by Bandit. He pretty much predicted the entire series. If you didn't hear it, too bad. Objective phase summoned by the side of Gimmie the Globie, and let's see what Siege has achieved. So bottom lane has Tracer and Muradin. Hogger's rotated into mid. Li Ming gets a couple autos in there as well. Falstad in top lane up against the Dahaka. 71 stacks for Swiftwing right now. Drag attempted, no connection. Couple autos coming in for Falstad here, and Dahaka's got to be careful. He's going to tap well. I don't know if he has it. He does have it. Okay. So Falstad in top seems to be doing fine. Bottom lane's cleared away. Avatar forced out by Muradin, or utilized here. Couple autos from Hanzo into the Tracers. They do manage to pressure the Muradin. Soothing Mist activated. Hypershift as well from the Brightwing. Hogger looking for a big shockwave in the flank. Able to spin away before the tower shots take them down. And Tracer with a couple blinks, but Muradin? No, I can't believe it. Okay, Baha, stop using my voice. Oh. Wow, okay. I'm out here trying to flirt, and you're just, okay, whatever, fine. I didn't hear Bandit bark. Why would he bark? He was giving his analysis. Voice Shade Throne. That voice came from watching way too much Robot Chicken. That's where that came from. Long time ago, back in college. Phase shift into the top lane. Sorry, my mouse bonked right there. We currently have Dahaka taking down the fort, but can the Dahaka get the great escape? Pulse Bomb, polymorphed into a crab. Does tap the bush for the speed boost. Doubles back. Tracer with the sustained damage. Do you have a burrow? Do you have a way to get out? No! Dahaka falls. Wait, E was off of cooldown. Why didn't Dahaka E? I guess he doesn't have the speed from Tunneling Claws, so he's kind of letting the enemy team close the distance. Oh, man, dude. Like, that's a bummer. I thought he'd be able to get out alive. Healing Pathogen. Applied to a few allies around.
You know what to do.
Level 4 is the one good spread. Stormbolt onto the Hanzo. Massive shove over to the fort in mid lane as the mid fort on the opposing side does go down. Dragon's Arrow locks down a couple enemies, but no kill. To be fair, he literally ran half. He did. I really thought he'd get out alive. I'm curious if Burrow was available during the Pulse Bomb, because that might have helped out a little bit. Pulse Bomb, by the way, is the Pulse Rounds, which is just going to increase the Pulse Bomb range and charge rate. It's not like it's Quantum Spike for the percent-based damage or Sticky Bomb for the slow and AoE area. But still, I don't know. Obviously, as a caster, everything's, you know, hindsight's 2020. But it's just fun to think about. Dahaka is back. He's currently down in bottom lane up against the Brightwing. Let's just check really quickly. Oh, no, sorry. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I fat-fingered a button. So Brush Talk is available. Sorry, I just wanted to see if Brush Talk was up a cooldown. I need to move that other button around. It wasn't, and the freaking thing was on .1. I hammered E. Oh, no. I'm sorry, bud. Thanks for coming in and giving us the answer, though. I wouldn't have been, like, losing sleep over it, but I definitely would have been wondering for a bit. All right, second objective is here. Setzer gets the channel. 40 seconds to go. Augur Muradin on the point. We've got Falstead soaking top. 16 talents here on both sides. A misclick with piercing arrow. Stacks for Falstead. Did go into the crippling hammer at level 16 for the extra slows. Isn't going to be having the Ares Gust for the activation faster. Shockwave from Hogger. Recall from Tracer. She goes down. Reset for Li Ming. Big Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo as Li Ming gets another reset into the enemy team. The weighted push will thrown in. The objective phase will go over to the side of Gimmie the Globie, but a drag sets up the quadra kill. And Hanzo, Stormbow goes fishing for a Brightwing, but she gets the self-cast Pixie Dust and is floating on out of there.
You cannot be
Sorry about the button there. I apologize. I don't think any of our audio's busted though, so we're good. Just a quick check on Bandit to see if he was awake or not. Currently have Dahaka managing top. The mid lane fort goes down and the objective is cleared away. And bottom lane should get a couple autos here. I'd love to see objective clear into a boss call. I think that'd be a really good combo since you're all here. Death timers are just about elapsing. Of course, you don't know where the enemy is. Brightwing is showing mid, but she's global, so it's whatever. Dahaka's still working on top. Falstead may show here in a second, so that should be the green light. Like, okay, we should boss bottom, and absolutely they are. I love this call. Now, can Dahaka get out of this alive? He's got 16. He's got the tunneling claws this time. Boom. Speed boost. He's out of there. Taps the bush if needed. So they're going to trade bosses, it looks like. Unless Dahaka wants to make the most insane play a Dahaka player's ever done. But I don't think that's going to happen. Oh! 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 Oh!
Now this is pod racing.
Oh! From the bottom of the map, they get the Falstead hit! Nicely done. Funny situation there. Li Ming blinks away. Got a kind of a blink build here with the Aether Walker level 1. If Li Ming hasn't taken damage in the last 3 seconds, teleport cooldown decreases by 2 seconds. Casting teleport causes Li Ming's next cast of magic missiles deal 10% more damage. You've got the Calamity, which is the blink in for the teleport in for the damage. You've also got the Illusionist at level 13. If Li Ming loses more than 20% of her health at once, its cooldown is instantly refreshed. This effect has a 4-second cooldown. Passively increase the teleport range by 50%. That's why you start just blinks so very far, because baseline teleport's not super far. Oh my god, Dahaka gets on the point! Dark Swarm, Wave of Force, I can't believe oh! Hanzo trying to get his redemption for earlier. He's done with redemption, but he's trying to deem himself for that almost kill onto Brightwing earlier. Can't find it here. The Gust forced out from Falstead, so still a W for the Hanzo player for the team.
Get him.
Imagine just chilling with the fam, but an arrow comes out of nowhere and hits you. Dragon's Arrow, I think that might have been a misclick in the direction. We're not going to look at that. Just see it go off the minimap there. Bullseye level 20. That animation for the Sonic Arrows, the giveaway for that one. Demoralizing shout for the Varian. No glory to the Alliance. Low blow. No low blow, actually, but still. Lurking Arm Value. Stukov gets the kill. Talrash's Elements, we've got the Super Strain plus the top-off combination, 16-20 for Stukov, Bullseye, as we mentioned, for Hanzo, Contagion, and the Demoralizing Shout. For those that don't know, cooldown 20 seconds. Activate to demoralize nearby enemy heroes. Reduce the damage they deal by 40% for 5 seconds. I believe this is an active cooldown, meaning the moment you push it, the cooldown starts. So technically it's a 15-second cooldown. Each time an enemy hero is affected by Demoralizing Shout, deals damage to a hero, reducing the cooldown and parry cooldown by 2.5%, sorry. Muddled the latter half of that. But yeah, it's a, the AoE for it's kind of small, though. It's about Warbreaker size, I'd say. Or, not Warbreaker, Warlord's Challenge. It's about Warlord's Challenge size, maybe a little bit bigger. Blue objective, though. We've got the Alliance Cavalry summoned by Vandar Stormpike. 20 talents here, almost here on the right. For Gimmie the Globie. All forts are down on both sides. Hogger managing top. Dahaka was pushing bottom. Lands the drag onto Tracer inside the damage buff AoE. Isolation. Level 7 was what again? It was Feeding Frenzy. There should be another drag available in just a second here. Boom! Pulse Bomb, no trade. Nicely done. Dahaka gets revenge for earlier. Massive shove. Pushes back the Murden. The Wind Tunnel from the Falstead. Locking Stukov up against the wall. The Stormbolt, the Polymorph, and that is a good kill into Stukov. Li Ming trying to back away. Great damage in from Hanzo. Almost takes down the Hogger as now insta-banned. Variant trying to back off. The Hanzo is so very low. The Falstead cannot get. The auto's needed. Polymorph turns Variant into a squirrel. Mini stun from Muradin. Follow-up Stormbolt, and that Varian's DED dead. Top lane got pushed into the keep front gate. Bottom lane, as that boss did push earlier, keep around 50%. Not bad.
Our cavalry sacrifice will not be in vain. The frost wolves are finished.
Will Varian's standard take aggro like... Oh, banner, you mean? I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think it does. Like, I think you can use it to tank tower shots, but I don't think it aggroes the jailers. No worries, yeah. As I said, my superpower. Reading messages that are technically not spelled or properly verbiage. No control for Hogger. Tracer with the sustained damage. Here comes Li Ming. A Dragon's Arrow from mid lane. Li Ming tries to take down the Tracer. Recall activated. Hogger's going to bounce on out of this one with the phase shift from Brightwing. Wow. I can't believe it. Jesus?
Looks like we're gonna have another prison camp to knock.
That's a really good combo into Hogger. Oh my god. Can we take a look really quickly? The Hogger damage that he just took. 2,919 damage in 1.1 seconds. 1.1. For those that are wondering, Hogger's baseline health, I believe, if this is correct, is 5,155. More than half of his health went away in 1.1 seconds. Boob, don't be looting my channel. You're fine. Cries and healer. No one could have done anything about that. Nobody. Actually, Medivh. Medivh could have done something about that. But like Ancestral, no animation in time. Like, I don't think the animation for Ancestral would have happened. Phase shift? Nah. Bam! Yikes. Alright, either way, 10-6 in kills, 23-22 in our levels, as one keep remains in the bottom lane, but there's a boss that's currently working its way down here. He's going to get a couple autos onto this keep, but I don't know if it's going to be taking it down. Damage in the lane has been really good, and it's going to be around, I don't know, maybe a 16th, maybe a 32nd of its overall HP. Closer to a 16th, probably. Speaking of healing, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. We've seen talents for a while. Questing talents are done. For the Twitch Gamble, we have 101 on stacks for Falstead, for just a little update right there if you're listening on in. Objective number 4 of the game, if I remember correctly, is currently being channeled by the side of the Wombat Factor. Bottom lane keep, as I mentioned, is super low, around 1,000-something HP. Top lane keep, full HP, but this boss will get a couple autos in. Vandar Stormpike will summon the Alliance Cavalry. 10 seconds to go. They're going to try... Ooh, that was a really good way to push. Very goes in with the charge, the taunt, the cleanse onto Falstad. Wind Tunnel pushing back Hanzo and Li Ming. The Dragon's Arrow not connecting this time. Hogger, no control. There was the demoralizing shout. Kind of sounds like Smash from Varian. The Hogger traded, another demoralizing shout, and Li Ming gets a reset with the help of Hanzo. A 2 for 2. But we're going to see tank solo laner for a ranged assassin solo laner. And the objective phase is not finished out. 2.2 seconds to go. That bottom lane keep does go down to the Reaver minion and such. For those that don't know, by the way, the stats on the Reaver minion, they don't deal extra damage to structures or anything like that. You can see their attack damage and structure damage is the same, but they have 50 physical armor, and that's what allows them to push these lanes. So if you're wondering what the unique factor is, since we don't have catapults, it's because that 50 armor really allows the gnolls to step up and push. Also, the minions also have their own unique scaling as well. Ranged minions deal more damage into structures than melee minions. Melee minions currently dealing 71.5, whereas ranged minions deal 148.9. So little different stats on that one. That's why you always want to kill the ranged minions first. Objective phase will be fully channeled. Li Ming gets the necessary counter delay onto Muradin. And we'll see that Alliance Cavalry coming through. And honestly, it kind of worked out because Varian, now able to respawn. Dahaka pushing out the top lane wave. I would personally love to see a top lane priority coming up from the side of the Wombat Factor. They've got a win con through top lane. They can take down the keep. That'll be only 20% shielding and physical and armor. Oh my god, physical and spell armor for the core. Seems like the call is going to be for mid lane for the time being. How are you doing that? What? Oh, looking at the stats. As an observer, you can do that, but I also have, in Aliobs, there's a way to literally... This is also the uniqueness of the Aliobs overlay. But right now we have Dragon's Arrow accidentally being thrown the wrong way. Pulse Bomb onto Varian. Demoralizing shout. Free Rider gets taken down by the Bird Boys. We currently have Hanzo trying to get the natural agility away. But meanwhile, Dahaka's going for core. 3 objectives on this. They're just, you know what? It doesn't matter if we all die because Dahaka's currently winning the game. Drekthar falls. The Alliance cheat their way to victory as always. I don't know who subscribed, but thank you so very much for the subscription. I don't have an alert, but we are now 4 subs away from March Triple Movie Night. Whoever you are, thanks. What's up, Ruby? How you doing? What's up, Kalis? How you doing? Free quick, do the tee-hee. Tee-hee. Core Core died just to BJ. Revolver! Didn't know Vandar went down that quickly, that easily. Brightwing UK, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content here. Thank you so very much. How many level 1 stacks were Falstad by the end? Oof. He had 115, so that's 168 or less. Twitch payout's been paid to the doubters. All right, so we are going to do what we always do right now. We are going to go ahead and run a block of ads. If you would like to not have ads, be sure to subscribe. If you have the availability of a Prime, all that good stuff. If you'd like to follow the channel, that also helps us out a ton. Growing the channel is always good. We stream 6 days a week. We do HoTS casting. In the future, we're doing Marvel Rivals casting. We're going to also, we play Marvel Rivals ranked. We're pretty close to Platinum, actually, over there. We have cooking streams, painting streams. Of course, there's Bandit here. There's a ton of fun stuff. It's a great place to follow. 6 days a week, we have wonderful content. Technically, we're actually very EU-friendly with our streaming times, but we also have great times for NA. We typically stream from 9 a.m. to about 3, 4 o'clock my time, West Coast USA, which is from 18 CET to roughly 0 or 1 CET. But thanks for hanging out. Be sure to follow. I'll be right back after the ads are done, and when those ads are done, we are going to go ahead and get into map number 3. Bandit thinks we're done streaming for the day, but unfortunately, Bandit, we are not done, bud. Come on! We're not done yet. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. Wrong button. Welcome, everybody. Map number 3 in our 4th best of 3 of the day here in Heroes Lounge. We are in Division 5. And on the left side, we have the Wombat Factor with a Tychus, Malfurion, Mephisto, Blaze, and ETC. Scoffy, good to see you, bud. Happy Thursday to you. Right side of the map is going to be your Gimmie the Globie. Oh god, Gimmie the Globie. Sorry, the name is weird and it kept throwing me off. Either way, Gimmie the Globie on the right was going to be having your Dahaka, Kael'thas, Anub'arak, Vala, and Brightwing. Vala, as I mentioned, is going to create the Hunter, the auto attack stacking. Does not matter what her gambit is by the end. It matters how many times she goes pew pew into the enemy team's face. You are fake French. Oh, God. Fake French are the U.S. citizens who go, my 13th grandfather was from France, so I'm French. It's like, nah, dude, you're a mutt. That's a drag from Dahaka. Vala gets the kill into ETC, and we got some brisket for dinner tonight. Arcane Punisher coming up first in the bottom lane. And Dahaka up against the Blaze in top. Alright, Tychus, Grenade, we have Skull Missile for our Mephisto, so I'm assuming we'll see a Horrid Skull later on. Probably Spite level 4. Doubtful on the Hysteria 14, or 13. ETC with Regeneration Globes with Prog Rock level 1. Adrenaline Stimpack. Hypershift Brightwing. Tissue Regeneration, and Mana Addict for Kael'thas. Okay. So, camps are grabbed around here. Double soak duties are from our core 4, as it looks like Blaze will catch a little bit in mid after both camps are grabbed. ETC power slides in, unable to land a root, or excuse me, a stun for a moment there. Malfurion root does go down on the ground. And yes, the Twitch prediction's going on. We got 3,600 to 100. Beta Barbs for the Anub'arak as level 4 is already here. We do have Dahaka with the one who collects. Ooh, Energy Royal for Kael'thas. Reduce the cost of Gravity Lapse by 70. If Gravity Lapse hits a hero, reduce its cooldown by 8 seconds. If I'm not mistaken, the baseline Gravity Lapse is 90 mana. So yeah, and then the baseline cooldown is 12 seconds as well. Bragg burrowing, lands the CC onto ETC, but the power slide in, so there's going to be a phase shift from Brightwing. The root comes down, the Soothing Mist activated, and Coco lives.
For the slaughter.
Alrighty. Bigger they are for the Tychus. Of course, we have the Spike for Mephisto. One of these days, teams will realize the amazingness of Hysteria. One day, teams will realize Hysteria's greatness. But until then, it's just going to be at Horrid Skull or Shard of Hate, which is what's going to be anticipated in this map. Nothing really else to note level 4-wise. The cool one is Energy Royal. We usually see Netherwind. This Kael'thas player is banking on landing those gravity lapses for the cooldown reduction value. Our new theme song. Glad to help. 20 Skeletal Defenders just about on the right side as Vala gets a couple of those. 5 on the left. Malfurion and Tychus working on that. ETC trying to zone. Dahaka brush stalking in from the top lane as Blaze works on that camp. Half the HP on this Dahaka gets the phase shift from Brightwing to bolster that. As Gimmie the Globie continues to rise rapidly on this Arcane Punisher for map number 3. Dahaka, I think, is fishing for a drag. Had an opportunity, but seems like the team prioritized objective. Can't blame them on that. 7 talents here, slightly in the lead for the right side squad. Critical miss for the Brightwing, feeding Frenzy Dahaka. Punisher, whoa, great power slide from ETC, avoiding the stun, pulls the Punisher towards the back. Nice setup on the left-hand side for Gimmie the Globie. The Wombat Factor looks for a Gravity Lapse on the ETC, but the face melt is pretty much the end of that little back and forth. Tenacious Roots, by the way, for Malfurion. Increase the root duration of Entangling Roots by 25%. When Malfurion is stunned, the cooldown of Entangling Roots is instantly reset, and this can occur every 10 seconds. Anub'arak double stun. reset. Yeah, there's a couple opportunities. I'm assuming it's Rain of Vengeance for the Vala as well. Ad, there should be no ads running now. I like that Kael'thas 4 definitely died to the other one, but landing multiple stunts per fight is nice. Power slide in from the ETC. A root from Malfurion does go down on the ground. Pixie dust applied to the new Baracus. He goes in for the burrow onto Tychus. The root again from Malfurion coming down. Can't, or actually does zone. Zones the Brightwing back for a moment. She's asleep for a few moments. Big jump propulsion for Blaze. The power slide from ETC. And Kael'thas is the one to go down. 10 talent here coming through soon. 16 stacks for Mephisto, 11 for the ETC, 19 of 20 globes for Kael'thas, 6 of 10 tissue regeneration, and 30 stacks on the Vala. Level 1 created the Hunter for our Twitch gamble. Not bad. Not too shabby here. We'll see all the other stats rotate through the bottom of our screen while we wait for the Mortar Punisher in top lane. And I think we're like a minute or so away from that. Still a little bit to go from when the Punisher goes down to the next announcement. About 2.5 to 3 minutes in total. Endurance of Fate from Mephisto. Rain of Vengeance is the answer back from Vala. Gravity Lapse from Kael'thas is considered a stun, by the way, so that will give a reset for Malfurion Roots. Big burrow charge, impale, and Malfurion does go down. A cocoon onto the ETC. Can they find the bot? Oh my god, Kael'thas gets the kill onto Mephisto. I think the Living Bomb took him down. Vala vaults in, and the Death Dealer finds the triple kill. Living Bomb, 18 overkill. Odin has been forced out by Tychus. As mentioned really quickly, Odin, Twilight Dreams, Endurance of Hate, Bunker, and ETC Mosh on the opposing side. Blink, Heal, Rain of Vengeance, Cocoon, Phoenix, and Isolation. Do you reckon anyone looks through Twitch streams for the beard tag? Yeah. I literally have an analytics page that tells me what tags actually pull people in. And Beard actually did get a couple, does actually get a couple. I think match commentary is the big one I think that pulls people in, though. Or no, my hairstyling. I think hairstyling is what pulls people in. Why else would I be here? Bandit? Duh? I guess if you enjoy commentary for Heroes of the Storm, the best MOBA on the planet. Endurance of Hate goes into Dahaka right now. A little bit of Lightning Nova damage as well. Endurance of Hate spreading over to the Brightwing. Little grenade from Tychus. Gets some damage onto the Fairy Dragon. Dahaka burrows. Utilizing the essence available. Thought there was a potential drag available for them as well, but it should be off cooldown now with that Feeding Frenzy. Impale from Anubarak. They land the drag on a Blaze, but I don't think that's the target they really want. Polymorph comes through. Anubarak burrow charging into the backline. Unfortunately, Malfurion silence doesn't work out. ETC drops the Mosh, or activates it. Cocoon shuts that down. Here comes the Odin. Blaze a little zone on the left-hand side. Jet Propulsion lands the AoE stun, but nobody on the right's going down. Anubarak's gonna Hearth out for full. Bandit has that polar bear look? Huh? Polar bear? Polar bears are technically white, but they're not. Because it's like... Don't they have like, what is it like, don't they have like, see-through hairs or something weird? Like, there's some weird fact about polar bears and their fur. Punisher goes over to the side of the Wombat Factor. ETC taken down by the isolation of Dahaka. The members of Gimmie the Globie get a kill or two. They don't get the Punisher, but all right. It's not bad defense realistically. It's just kind of a haphazard moment. The polar bear fur is clear and see-through. The skin is black. That's what it is. Thank you. I was like, I know there's like a weird factor about polar bear hair.
Blue team's Punisher has been slain.
Yeah, Bandit's skin is not black though. It's dog colored. I get your joke though. I appreciate the attempts. There's also an attempt to take down Dahaka in bottom lane. Will he live? It seems like yes, but I feel no. Phase shift from Brightwing comes through just in time to soothe it. No! It was so close. They will be able to at least trade the kill into the Tychus. The Durns of Fate from Mephisto launched into the enemy team, and Nubrak still stepping up. The root from Malfurion does not find the sleep they're hoping for. Oh my god, dude, I thought Dahaka was going to get saved by Brightwing. Because they did go into Critical Mist, but I am seeing 2 charges of Blink, and I wonder if any of the Blink charges were used for Dahaka. Like a phase shift RRD or something? You'd like double Blink heal onto the Dahaka. Because by the way, you can shift things in for Brightwing if you didn't know this. Like you can press Z and then hold down shift and then hit like RR on Dahaka, so you phase shift in and then double Blink heal to him. And then if you hit the D at the end, you'd activate your Critical Mist, or Soothing Mist. I wonder. Drag lands from Dahaka, the Gravity Lap stun as well, and Mephisto goes down. A Phoenix has been summoned by Kael'thas. Zones back to ETC, the Rain of Vengeance catches the heal of Tychus. Anubrak burrow charges in, the Gravity Lap's stun. Cocoon onto ETC as Anubrak steps up to zone. The rest of the team around. Is there a drag from Dahaka? Gravity Lap's perfect, the drag is there. And ETC, that's some burnt ends right there. Vala's got Manticore, 112 stacks for the believers, or doubters, however you want to look at it. 1 globe needed for ETC. Did not go for Encore, went for Face Schmelt at level 13. Face Schmelt slows enemies by 50%, decaying over 2 seconds. Rotation to the top. Is Blaze caught out here? Dahaka taps the bush, heads to the right. Blaze is already out, no big deal. Alright, nicely done. Good overall macro coming out from Blaze. And map awareness as well. I'm trying to think here. I think our objective phase is pretty close. It's like this is my job or something. 2-9 in kills, 16-17, all that favoring Gimmie the Globie. Frozen Punisher for bottom lane. DC still looking for that last globe so he can get the healing AoE to his allies around. Or I guess it's a little bit of regen application. Face Melt. Nubrak summons a couple beetles with some abilities. The Gravity Lap's not connecting. And Nubrak burrow charges in. The Durns of Fate from Mephisto connects on to the big old beetle. The Cocoon onto Tychus. May have actually saved Tychus right there. Cocoon saved Tychus. I think he would have actually died. But Gravity Lap's onto 2. Flame Strike as well. Isolation. Living Bomb. And that'll be a Malfurion kill as well. Nubrak and Malfurion traded. ETC gets the face melt back. Vala chasing in. One more auto from Vala. Gets the kill. As Tychus on the left is so very low, but the Blaze Jet Propulsion stuns out Dahaka and creates a little bit of room for Tychus to back off. Skeletal defenders rising rapidly for Gimmie the Globie. They've got a big growth happening in bottom lane. We'll see how they're able to shove it in.
Red team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
Punisher for the bottom. Oh, by the way, chat, the one thing we gotta figure out for tomorrow is what are we doing for Suffering? Are we Bloodborning or are we doing Dark Souls 1 mod? It's the one thing we got to figure out for tomorrow. We do have a Mario Kart tomorrow, so if you enjoy playing Mario Kart, we're doing that at 2 o'clock West Coast USA, which is 23 Central Europe time. A little late for Europe, but if you can join on a Friday, please do. Durance of Fate from Mephisto. Silence from Malfurion. No level 20s on either side. Cocoon onto the ETC. Face melt to push back the enemy. The Punisher still in bottom here. The keep front gate's gone down. Punisher jumps over onto Mephisto. But the floating nervous system is able to just get to the safety of the core and stuff like that. So no dive on Mephisto. No kills, but 20s are almost here for the side of Gimme the Globe. Globie. I didn't care for hearing about growths and shoving. Why? There was Rising. They grew a Punisher and shoved it into bottom lane. I'm very confused. You secretly loved it. Don't deny that to yourself, okay? 20 talents here on the right side. Farflight Quiver. I think Mephisto just... No, I thought I saw Mephisto trying Durance of Fate, but that's actually right there. ETC goes down. Flame Strike into this Malfurion, just getting chunked so heavily. Flame Strike, or Flamethrower for the Kael'thas. Nubrak with the rewind. Fairy Protector Brightwing. And Dahaka went Apex Predator? I love to see it. 25-second cooldown on Brushstock with a faster activation or animation, if you will. More macro from the Dahaka player. I really like this call. You could go into like Essence Claws level 20 since you do have Tissue Regeneration as well as the Primal Rage 13. But actually, is this working out? Because now Nubrak's dead. Vol is able to vault away. They're able to disengage, no big deal. Flame Strike applies the Living Bomb to Freerider. By the way, the Ignite only ignites one character at a time. It's the character closest to the center of the Flame Strike. Cannot ignite multiple people. Well, with the level 16. We don't lie here. Exactly, Ninja. We don't kink shame. Big red button for Tychus coming through. We've got the Unspeakable Horror from Mephisto, ETC with Death Metal. Uh-oh! Is that some burn notice I see on Blaze? Awkward. Oh, Malfurion's gonna be going into Astral Communion. Okay. Blaze grabs the bottom lane camp. It's immediately cleared away before it even leaves the point. Top lane managed, Mortar Punisher, probably soonish. Should get the announcement for Mortar Punisher. 49 regeneration globes for the Kael'thas, 161 stacks for the Vala. Dahaka, ETC, Mephisto all done with level 1s, and no other questing talents to notice. Our Punisher, Mortar if I'm not mistaken, will be in the mid lane. Keep front gate on the left side, damaged a little bit. On the right side, still have a fort in the way, but no gate to be, no gate to pull the Punisher over. Well, I guess you know what I mean. Nubrak finds the Tychus, the Polymorph Impale. Is there a rewind activation as well? Burrow Charge, I don't see the rewind, but the body block, the brush shock, the Durance of Fate comes out from Mephisto. The Unspeakable Horror, ETC power slides in. A triple mosh is coming through, and they get the interrupt onto ETC, but it doesn't matter. Kael'thas and Brightwing do go down. Vala trying to just apply so many autos. A huge heal from the Essence of Dahaka, keeping him alive, but will it be enough? The Death Metal positioning is on point. Blaze Jet Propulsion. Vala gets absolutely bodied in this engagement. And it's a 4-for-2 favoring the side of the Wombat Factor. ETC Death Metal positioning, whether it was an intended or accidental, 200 IQ, baby. Epic Death Metal, man. Epic Death Metal. The mosh pit initially was good. The follow-up. Kudos to the ETC player right there. That might have been a game-shifting moment. A lot to do, but it's a late-game Punisher. Death timers are pretty long. Allows Tychus to come back, rejoin the team. ETC up in 3 seconds. They're not going to 39 this. They're not going to give ETC the rotation time. They're just immediately grabbing it and going for pressure. I like the call. Also, if you see really cool things on the stream, you should clip them. Gravity laps out from Kael'thas. The Durance of Fate finds the mandible of a Nubrak. He is getting chugged so heavily. The phase shift from Brightwing helps out a bit. The jet propulsion mitigated by that burrow charge. As a drag onto Blaze is there. No bunker available. Vala and Blaze are traded. 186 stacks for the Vala right now. 56-second death timer. Kael'thas goes down, or excuse me, Malfurion goes down to the Kael'thas. Living Bomb, I'm assuming. That Fissure Bomb value. As well as the Pyromania, or the Sun King's Fury. What did I say, Malfurion? Yeah. No, it was a Flame Strike, just a max distance Flame Strike with that Flamethrower 20. Nicely done. All right, well, they don't continue to shove. They get the fort, they get the keep front gate, and they get about 25%, let's say, of the keep health. They're going to rotate down into bottom and grab Impaler Camp. Blaze and Malfurion, about a 10-second difference in their death timer, 20 to 30. Vala up in 18 seconds. All right, next Punisher will be around 23 minutes or so in game time. Golly, dude, I can't get over that ETC death metal still. Uh-oh, what's going up the top lane? Is this a bush party? Yep. Oh, Mephisto with the ETC power slide. Where's? Oh, I thought he had a mosh pit right there. I thought he had the Quadra mosh, but no. Durance of Fate onto one. Mephisto goes in with the Lightning Nova. They try and take down the Kael'thas. They can't get the kill, but Dahaka goes down first. And Nubrak's so very low. The Phoenix from Kael'thas comes out. The Malfurion cannot keep ETC alive. He tried to step up for a death metal positioning. It doesn't work out. The sounds from Malfurion is pretty good. The root onto Vala. Cocoon onto Tychus. A Nubrak burrows perfectly timed, and Tychus goes down. That game-shifting moment has shifted back over to the enemy. I see a ping for bottom lane, and I don't disagree with that, but they're going to go ahead and grab a camp for top, I guess. Impaler camp mid, Impaler camp bottom, with minion wave on fort. Thank you, Andy. I got Lion King in my head. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So you have Sun King's Fury. This is what I was talking about earlier. If you don't know what I was mentioning with the Living Bomb value, Living Bomb that spreads to enemies deals 35% more damage. Wowee! But also Fission Bomb level 13 increased the Living Bomb explosion radius by 20%, and then you also have Ignite, which basically applies Living Bomb to the hero hit by Flame Strike at the closest to the center. So if two heroes get hit and one's closer to the center, that's where the Living Bomb is applied. And then you've got a Flamethrower level 20 that increases the Flame Strike range by 40%, which allows these ignites to happen more often. Or easier, I guess you could say. Better positioning for Kael'thas. So yeah, the Fission Bomb value is huge. Huge value for the Kael'thas player right now. Kakuna Matata! That's too good, thank you. Little grenade thrown back. Our next Punisher is here. Frozen in the top lane. 10 to 20 in kills, 23 to 24 in levels. Slight scaling advantage to the side of Gimmie the Globie. Is this a game-winning Punisher for one of these sides? If gotten by the Wombat factor, I think it could be. Let's find out. Odin has been summoned. Little face melt out as well. Big red button. If you want to know the Odin duration, by the way, look at the little armor counter. You see how there's a little bar that's sort of elapsing on the... I was gonna say right-hand side, but it's clockwise. That's how you can tell the Odin duration, by the way, if you never knew. There's a big red button. ETC is going. I lost ETC completely right there. I saw the Durance of Fate. ETC drops a 4-man mosh. No gravity lapse interrupted. Oh my god! Dahaka goes down. Vala picked off as well. It's a lone Kael'thas and Brightwing to defend. Is there a call just to run core, or does the Wombat factor push with Punisher? They're going for the latter of the two. Literally, like, hands off the mouse. just... I'm blown away by... Oh my god, dude. Please. Alrighty, Blaze recalling. He's going to go deal with bottom lane, make sure they don't lose to Winions. It is late game, and catapults, at least the furthest catapult currently, is dealing 1,024 damage into structures with 1,590 HP. They dash forward, Odin up in roughly 10 seconds. Heroic out from Kael'thas, trying to zone, gravity lapse thrown in. Punisher locks down the structure with those frozen novas. Gets the jump onto a Nubrak, but he burrows near the enemy. The root from Alfeud is perfectly placed. The Punisher wails on the bug, and the big red button will cleanse the ground of that. Oh no, the Durance of Hate Vala walks into it, and she is going to be taken down by a big red button. Punisher jumps over to the Dahaka. Silence from Malfurion. Core shielding is dropping. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen, the Wombat Factor are going to take map number 3 in this absolutely bonkers series here in Heroes Lounge Division 5. GG, well played. Best series of the day. How many level 1 stacks for the Vala by the end? She had 200 or more. Super fun. I think we're going to do another best of 3, chat. I got the energy. Let's do it. We're going to do another best of 3.